Okay, so I've created a script to keep my pfSense alive. I had a problem where my pfSense actually crashed or freezes or froze, and actually I haven't experienced that before. I couldn't type anything or nothing. So it's either the VM or pfSense. Might be the VM, but anyway, I wanted a way to actually kill it and restart it again, because my pfSense is running all my computers. If it goes down, I don't have internet, even the phones. Right, so the script, I call it Watchdog. It's just a simple script. So all it does is it pings pfSense constantly. So it pings the LAN, pfSense LAN IP, which is 192.168.1.1, but I had to change this to 2 because I have a pfSense running on my network already. So this is just for a test. It pings this LAN. If it gets a response, it will do nothing. If it doesn't get a response, it will actually initiate a shutdown and a restart. So if we go through the script quickly, kill that. Right, so when you run it, when I run it, so there's the IP of the pfSense. I'm gonna put it in that variable. Right, so when I run it for the first time, it echoes, do you want to start Watchdog for pfSense? So the user can actually say yes or no. If it says no, it will just exit the terminal. If it says yes, it gives you 10 seconds. So if you don't press anything, it will just jump into the commands, so that your pfSense, more important that pfSense is up and running. Right, and then if it jumps into the commands, it'll say echo starting Watchdog, and then I wanted to see the initial pings to pfSense. So I echoed the message and the pings to the terminal just 3 times. It's up and running. Right, and then it clears the screen, and then it jumps into the loop, which it would now ping again. But this is the constant ping that it will do every couple of seconds. So I set mine to 60 seconds. So every 60 seconds it will ping pfSense, check if it's on or not. Right, for this purposes I just set it to 10. So it will go into the if statement. So if error level 1, that means there's no response. pfSense not responding, start the VM. Actually use the virtual box manager to actually get through command, and the command is control VM. This will power it off. If it's still hanging around frozen, we'll kill it, wait 5 seconds, and then start it up again with start VM with the GUI. You can make it headless and not see anything. It will run in the background, but I want to see this pfSense. Right, and as it's starting up, you have to delay the ping again. So I delayed by 240 seconds. My pfSense takes exactly 220 seconds to boot up. So I give it a little bit of headroom, make sure everything is up and running before it pings it again, because if you don't put in this delay, it will ping it while it's booting up, and it will just kill it again and start it. So endless loop. Right, so if it's starting up, it will then jump out, hits this timeout, should be 60 seconds, and then it will go to loop, go up here, where is it now, ping it again. If it finds, if it gets a return ping response, then it will jump into the else. Here it will just show this message: Watchdog pfSense is online, my little doggy. Right, and it will loop this the whole time. And that is pretty much it. So we can actually test it, but before we test it, if you want to obviously run this when your PC boots up, you can just put it in a task manager and create a new task. Here's mine, pfSense Watchdog. So well, just normal task. Let me just show you the task. So I run only when user is logged on. So yeah, I chose that one because that one works. Run with highest privileges. The selection should be Windows 10, okay. And then triggers at logon. So it was at startup, but I mean things were not starting up yet. pfSense was still getting up and running. And my little watchdog was pinging it already. I don't know, this just didn't work. So just at logon should be fine. You can actually, just to be extra sure that everything is up and running, all Windows processes and pfSense, you can delay it by 1 minute. But it seems to be working. Well, I haven't restarted my computer. This one, I've done the other one. So then I definitely use 1 minute to do that. But for testing purpose, I don't want an extra minute now to get in the way. Right, so that's all you do there. Then in actions, it obviously have to start the command, the CMD terminal. So start a program, that, and then this just shows you where your bat file is, the path to your bat file. Alright, let's just cancel all that. Go to the XML file. So this is XML file. Don't have to worry about anything. This is that command. Task manager will create this anyway, but you just make sure your path is correct. For this purpose, mine is just in downloads. Watchdog ping.bat. Right, it's this file. So let's just test it. So I'm going to simulate. So if I kill the LAN here in VirtualBox of pfSense, it should simulate that this that pfSense is not running. Same as a reboot. If I reboot my PC, it will obviously pfSense will not run, or would not run, except if you put it in task manager. I mean task scheduler. I suppose you can do all of this in task scheduler, but yeah, I'm not too familiar with doing that. It's almost like the scripting is easier. Right, so I can untick that, but yeah, I have to run my watchdog. So let's run it, I suppose. So it's gonna ask me if you want to start Watchdog for pfSense. Yes, no. So let's just say no. It will then exit. Yeah, right. So that works. So now we're gonna say yes. It's gonna have that initial ping, see that pfSense is up and running. Boom, Watchdog pfSense is online. So now every 10 seconds or 60 seconds, it will ping it again, see if it's still online. Right, so we're gonna disable the LAN, and then we're gonna wait for this and see if it responds. Okay, pfSense not responding, starting VM. So now if you see it killed that window first, so pfSense is now powered off, waiting for VM pfSense to power on. Right, there it starts it up. So now it goes into that delay, that waiting period, waiting for pfSense to actually start up. So this will count down, and then it will ping it again to see if it's online. Okay, it's up. So before that runs out, we should enable the LAN before it doesn't detect it and restart it again. So yeah, the LAN is connected. It should ping it now. I can just test it myself as well. Ping. Come on. 192.168.1.2. Yeah. So it should work. So it's gonna ping it now and just do nothing. So yeah, I suppose there's a lot of programs out there that can do this, but it's always nice to just write your own script and see it work, especially if it's so simple. Just very simplified, nothing complicated. I can add a lot of other stuff in here as well, but I just want to keep my pfSense alive. Or when I power up my PC or reboot it, I can just walk away and everything will be up and running in a couple of minutes. And that is the whole idea. So okay, so this would be 60, and then this is where you have that timer of 240. You can make this less or more, depends on your own system. So let's see what happens now if it starts up. It's gonna jump into that loop now. It's gonna ping, so it ping now. It doesn't show it, but it does ping it. And there it goes. So the ping was successful and it's happy. Yeah. So I'm so glad with this. My pfSense hasn't really been offline at all now. And I suppose you can do this with any other program. But yeah, that's it. Good.